Okay, this is the startup and light horn verification and walk around video for the Honda 1987 NSR-250. This is a V-twin liquid cooled 6-speed 2-stroke. So I'll go start it up now. Okay, the choke is off so that you know it's running correctly, and there are no plug pilot jets. You can see it's all the way off. And this was back when you could tell the world, I don't want to have headlights on. Or you got this little running light just for some color, and then you have your low beam and your high beam. I'll go back to low running light. Then on the back side here, you can see tail light and the brake light. We'll do the front left turn signal, rear left turn signal, front right turn signal, rear right turn signal. All the dash lights work. See that? Here's brake signal, left signal, high beam. You have the light on. There's high beam, low beam, and you have a little light here. It's red, and when you go over about 55 or 60 miles an hour, I'm not sure exactly, it just comes on to warn you that you're going too fast. And then the horn. So I'll do a walk around now, and you can hear it run. It has 2,400 kilometers on it, or 24,000 kilometers, and so you just take that number by 0.62, and that is the number of miles. I think it's around 15,000. Notice even in '87 though, Honda was pretty cool because they gave you air assist forks, and I normally would run them around 6 or 8 pounds. I think you can go up to 12. The oil injection tank is filled here, and this is the sensor so that the other red light will notify you if you get low on your oil injection tank. But I think you can go like about 10 tankfuls of gas before that light even comes on. So I'll turn it off now, just so that it's easier to hear me. But I just now got back from a ride, and I drove it like about 15 miles, and it's amazing. This has the stock Honda exhaust system on it, and this unit has the Honda power valves, which are electronically operated, And so at different RPMs and load, they work to change the porting so that you get maximum bottom end power and maximum mid-range power, and then they kind of go away when you get above 70% RPMs and it just becomes a pure two-stroke. But when you take off from the line, it's not like any of the old, 70s or early 80s air-cooled two-strokes where you had to feather the clutch and give it a lot of RPMs. They have really nice bottom end. So I'll do a walk around here. The bike cosmetically has one little flaw that's been fixed, and I'll show you that on the other side. But you can see it has been just marvelously cared for. There's the spark plug cap for the front cylinder. Again, it's a V-twin. The last summer, I put on brand new tires, as you can see here. They have under 200 miles on them. And then I rode it for 4-5 rides. It was less than 200 miles total. And it worked flawlessly. The bike ran great. And the only reason that I can bring myself to sell this is that I have an 88. And so they're very close. And I'm trying to thin down my collection to get more room on the showroom. You got dual front disc brake, twin calipers. You can see everything. And you'll notice on down low how nice the fairing is. And you can see inside here, the engine is really clean. It's not covered with all the rust and corrosion like so many bikes that are brought over late in life from Japan. This one here is a very nice, clean example. You also see that the bike has the Honda markings on the exhaust cans, and there's no damage to them. We have done a lot of stuff on this, and you'll have to look in the ad text with all the things that we did, which included new chain and sprockets, and we put on nice gold chain. Shows real nice in the display in the museum. You can see it has all of the original stickers still on it, and again the Honda branding of the exhaust cans. The tank is clean on the inside. I installed this clear little pad here just to protect the tank paint against zippers or belt buckles, and you really don't notice it, which I like, but it still gives that protection. Original sticker on the tank. There's the oil injection system, is all as it came from the factory and working perfectly. Got the original sticker on the windshield. And one little flaw that I mentioned is on the other side. And it has a crack right here that has been repaired on the back side. So it's a solid piece, but you can see, but you can get back a few feet and it just disappears. So I will take off the passenger seat. The operator seat, to get access to the battery, you pull off this, it comes off, and I do have a battery tender hookup to the battery so you can run electric vest and or keep the battery charged up. So here's the rear passenger seat, and this is a helmet holder. It loops through your D-rings and comes back and hooks on that little tab there, or this tab this side, and your helmet hangs off. These are the papers for the bike. But please, watch this video a couple times and be sure and look at all the pictures and all the ad text. And I'll go through more in the ad text as to what we've done, like chain sprockets, brake pads, new tires, coolant flush, transmission oil, the front brakes have been flushed, and I believe it has new pads, and the rear brake has been flushed. And here's the reservoir. You can see the level of the rear brake reservoir. The bike is mechanically, I have to give it a 9.9, and cosmetically, other than that one little divot there, I still think it earns like a 9.8.5. So, one other thing is that I live in Oregon, and because the bike is over 25 years old, I applied for and obtained a special interest plate. So this plate never has to be renewed. It's good forever. And so if the buyer of this bike lives in Oregon, the plate will go with the bike, and all you have to do is pay for a title transfer. You never have to renew the plate. If the bike is sold to somebody outside of Oregon, then I'll take the plate off and put on one of the other motorcycles in my collection, because it can't do you any good in a different state. But you'd want to check your state. Most of the states have a number of different vintage plates, special interest plates, and unless you're going to drive this thing to work every day, I would say it's kind of cool having a plate you don't have to renew. So please, again, watch this video another time or two and read thoroughly all the ad text. There's a lot of information in the ad text that's not in the video, and a lot in the video that's not in the ad text. I just can't remember everything. So, good luck.